Welcome to the finale of the Fire Emblem Book 2, or Fire Emblem 3 Book 2 Ironman. We are fighting Medius, along with the sisters. Unfortunately, since we do not have Julian or Sirius, we are going to be forced to kill them, at least two of them. And with the Shield of Seals, we seal away the dragons for a little bit. Unfortunately, we're going to have to slay Reina and Nina, because if you slay Medius and one of these sisters are still on his side, they revive him and die anyway. So we're gonna have to put them out of their misery. Jagan actually suggests you do this. Just a little note there. This is where we're going to be using a lot of our again stuff. We need to get Merrick and Minerva up first, because they have people to talk to. The dragons will tend to focus on Marth, from my experience. Then we'll bum rush Medius. Q&A will be after, and it'll actually be live. Although you might see pauses in the video because I might need to get like my list of stuff up. There's not that many questions though. There's a number, but alright. So, we need Merrick and Minerva to keep moving. Most of these people can actually stay back, but we're gonna need our big heavy hitters, maybe. I'm going to feel really bad because I have to slay them. But gotta do what you gotta do. Earth dragons. They'll mostly all attack Marth. They all have Medius's bad accuracy. But yeah, they all aim for Marth for some reason. They don't aim for like anyone else. It's probably because he has the shield and can blink them back down. Alright, almost there. Just need to go up a bit further. Then we'll strike at him. Oops. Meant to heal Marth, oh well. Oh boy. Sorry, Nina. Rest in peace, you poor souls. Alright. think after this turn they take a break, though. Oh wow, they actually went for Linda. That resistance is too strong. Alright. It's time. Now we talk to Marth's sister, who has reserve. Alright, now it's time to strike at him with Marth. For one of the coolest songs in the series. I don't think you will. We're way stronger this time. And your accuracy is still crap. Let's go. I can take a hit. Ow. Hiya! It's time for the Miracle Sword to take a shot. Except we're not doing much. We're not going to be doing much because of how his defense works. Well, hey, that was something. We broke the Miracle Sword on him. Aww. We're going to be using the again. Let's go. Everyone strike once more. There we go. Sadly, though, I planned on frickin' Shima taking him out, but Marth, you had to be a frickin' glory hog. Because of the power of friendship. No, it's not the power of Narga's shield, it's the power of friendship. No. As long as greed lives on in your hearts, I will revive as a dragon and some tactician. And you'll ride on the back of some giant dragon in some ridiculous final fight. It won't be nearly as cool as it sounds, but hey, it's kind of a cool set piece. Oh yeah, we still have to seize a throne. Alright. It's time for me to set up my questions here. After we get through some dialogue. And Tiki doesn't have to stay with the dragons anymore. I forgot these three had a deal. Use your courage. They really like saying your name, Sheeta. Aww. Alright, let me move some stuff. Alright, the Q&A segment. Lord Raven asks, are you sad that Abel is now eternally doomed in canon because of you? Well, yeah, I'm kind of annoyed at that, actually. Abel died in not only both games, he died in the same map in both games. That is... it's fate at that point. You can't really deny that. Levent asks, do you think your bad luck with keeping Cavaliers and Thieves alive will pass on to the other FE Ironmans? Honestly, I believe so, because Cavaliers are one of the more common unit types. Thieves, not so much, but they're frail enough to the point where if I leave them out for, like, a turn, like, you know, how I did Julian on this one, they'll probably turn out really bad. Dr. Strayer asks, who is the unit you were saltiest about losing? Sirius. There is no contention. Sirius dying to some random crit was the absolute worst thing. I was so mad. You can tell in that video too. I was kind of regretted it too. Oh hey, turn counts, even though it's not accurate. Yeah, it didn't take me 110 turns. Basically move over the number like one spot, I think. Brad Rex asks, what's your next Ironman? And that's going to be FE8. Why am I jumping to FE8? I feel like playing it right now, basically. I'm not going to strictly do all the FEs in order, but I plan on doing them all eventually. So yeah, 8's next. Hope you enjoy some Seth shenanigans. Darman asks, who's going to be in the waifu corner in FE4? Jokingly, but I'll answer it anyways. In Gen 1, it'll be Brigid. In Gen 2, it'll be Altena. He also asks, do you like or dislike the FE4 styled maps? I like how grand they feel. It feels like you're on a grand scale conflict. Maps like Chapter 2 and Chapter 9, however, are a little tedious, so it's a hit and miss thing for me. Like, I like how it goes. I think 6 hit that balance I like more, and that's why I love Fire Emblem 6 so much. Refa asks like 5 questions, so why do you prefer FE3 over FE11 and 12? He says after this, I assumed you did, but if you didn't, then just answer. I like FE3 for the fun factor it has. 11 and 12 do have their fun factors. I play those more for the challenge and reclass, because reclass is actually really fun, especially like with Wendell. But FE3 just has... I really like the art style. I like the music of FE3. The general balance is okay, although Book 2 is a little skewed. Well, what else? I really like how dismount works in this game. I actually think it's better done here than in Thracia, or Thracia, however you want to say that. But, yeah, I really like how this game just plays in general, so I just want to, yeah. I'll always think that 12 Lunatic is the best hard mode of the franchise, but I don't find it as fun, if that makes sense. I mean, I find it good. As I just said, I think it's the best hard mode in the franchise, but Yeah. What do you want in a new FE game, and what do you expect? A new FE game. Man, you're asking questions I actually have to think on. It might actually last longer than the credits. Um, a new FE game. I just want to see more expansions on what they introduced in Fates, like more on the hidden weapons, more on stuff like that. Map design that's similar to Conquest, because Conquest did stuff really good. Although I wouldn't mind more Birthright-like maps, because I did actually enjoy Birthright quite a bit. Keep the gimmicks to Revelations. Please keep that out of my new Fire Emblem, unless it's like one or two maps, and there's a good reason for it. What do I expect? I expect more like Birthright. Honestly, I expect more future games to be more akin to Birthright. Maybe somewhat Conquest. It honestly depends on how well both sold. So, yeah, I mean, I expect more Avatar. I expect more bleh plots, but I expect the gameplay to be top tier as usual. How's the FE8 Ironman going? Are you hyped for Marissa because she's going to carry it? FE8 Ironman's currently at chapter 7 right now. It's going pretty well. I'm kind of enjoying how it's going. I have a few derps and it's kind of hilarious already. Marissa is going to be probably my joke low tier boost unit like Shima was here, because I'm going to try to do that for every single game. And the trend I kind of want to keep going is that they'll all be like pink to some extent. No, don't expect Wendy. What FE character, items, etc. would make the coolest Yu-Gi-Oh cards? And what would their effects be? Oh man. I guess I'm just gonna be boring and say Marth, and his ability would be dragons couldn't like affect him. Like he'd be untargetable by dragons and cards that use dragonic effects. Item would probably be a vulnerary. It would be like red medicine, but actually kind of worth a damn. Maybe something like a ritual for Medius. Wow, I'm keeping it all this game, aren't I? Some cool stuff like 1900 attack Sigurd, or the Gemini Elves. They've ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! Totally, as people like to joke back when they were first released. That's the only ones I can think of off the top of my head right now. I might get back to that one later. And you had to ask one of the hardest questions I've ever had to answer. Which are you more of a fan of, FE or FF, which being Final Fantasy? Oof. You expect a 5-minute detailed long answer? Shut up. But, that's a hard one, because I've been playing... Actually, I've been playing both franchises since their 7th entry in their franchises. Wow, that's kind of funny, actually. FF7 is still one of my all-time favorite games. FE7 is kind of... I like it still, but it's not one of my absolute favorite Fire Emblems. Generally, I like them both for different reasons. Fire Emblem has that cool tactical gameplay. FF has those really funky locales, those memorable villains, cool battle systems. Fire Emblem just has those ever-shifting mechanics and stuff. They both have such good characters and stuff. I'm probably going to say Final Fantasy, because while I do like Fire Emblem a lot, I remember more about Final Fantasy, if that makes sense, in terms of like characters, motivations, weapons. Yeah, I thought it was the coolest thing when Cloud got into Smash too. Have like Ike and Cloud going, all out against each other is so cool. Seeing Link fight Cloud is also really awesome. Yeah, generally Final Fantasy, I think. Even though I love both franchises to death, I love pretty much every entry in both series too. But as I said, yeah, Final Fantasy edges it out a little bit. Oof. I can't really go in much depth, unfortunately, on why, but there's like just little things. Okay, Ice Sage asks, where would you put FE3 in your favorite to least favorite FE list now? Huh. I'd probably put it at fourth, under Binding Blade, uh, Path of Radiance, and Radiant Dawn. It's probably fourth right now. Yeah, fourth sounds right. I really like it. Replaying it made me realize how much I liked it too. Ice also asks, "Are you going to try 0% growth run in the future?" I might do it for FE3. FE3 actually seems like a really fun game to do it in. So keep your eyes out, because this will likely not be the last time I visit FE3 on my channel. I might do a couple other styles of runs. Who knows? And the music died out. Well, I think Linda had the most KOs. And that has been this Q&A segment. I hope you've enjoyed, and I am your host, Jedi Supersonic, and I hope you join me in future playthroughs. The upcoming playthroughs should be Fire Emblem 8 and Sonic 2, or Sonic CD, whichever one I feel like doing first. Because Sonic Mania stuff is coming out, like more information. So I kind of want to get back on that road to Sonic Mania stuff. So yeah, those are the two things you can expect. And of course, more SFGC challenges and more Smash content from Serenes. That's generally what I have planned. I hope I didn't miss any questions, because I don't think I did. I can check really fast. Nope, I didn't. Okay. So yeah, that was Fire Emblem 3 in its entirety. Our final death count was around 14 or 15. It'll be on the actual thing when I edit it. But we must bid this great game adieu. I will leave you on the credits, though. So, ciao.